Hey, I found a great place to make the boat. Just gonna be a small raft going down this little stream. Yeah, that's gonna be the boat, just so you know. Not really. No, but for real, I'm going back to the dock that I made last episode to make the boat and hopefully actually finish it. Let's just get started. Oh yeah, I forgot about all of this. This is from when I was trying to get a good screenshot for the thumbnail last episode. Spent like 20 minutes just trying to get a good screenshot. And in the end, it wasn't even that good, if I'm being honest. So... please, no creepers. I can't even see because it's so, like, the sun is so bright on my screen right now. So, it took me quite a while to start making the ship, to be honest. I probably left off working on it for like at least a week after the last clip, just because it felt like a big project. But here I am, I was finally working on it. I was working on the hull. This was a lot of wood that I needed to use for this, which is why I did so much farming for this. And I think the shape of the hull turned out pretty good. It's a pretty small ship, and maybe I feel it's a little too small for the shape of the hull. And also, I just want to add that I accidentally made the hull one block too high in the air, so it's kind of floating on water rather than inside, like in the water, I guess, or kind of. But I think it's honestly fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And this was really painful to build while I'm just like going up and down in the water. Yeah, this took a lot of wood, probably like 4 times that or maybe 5 times that I like chopped down all the trees from the tree farm, just to get the wood for this project. And the water just felt kind of annoying, but I guess it was like a good, like a safety measure in case I fell off the ship, although I wouldn't really take that much damage maybe. I don't really know. Oh yes, here I am back to getting some trees, and I am back to the ship now. And there goes the water. The water was not a problem with the ship, like filling up with water, because it was one block too high. And now I'm working on the deck. Initially I had a bit of a different design. Like I had a bit of like a part of the deck going downwards a little bit in the center of the ship, but I decided to just raise the back end of the ship where the captain's cabin is going to be instead. So here I was just having fun breaking it and rebuilding it, and as you can see, it was quite the painful process, but it was honestly fun, I guess. Like the whole time I was just thinking like, wow, this video is going to be so good. I mean, maybe the video, you know what, maybe the video is not that good. I'm not a professional or anything, but I had a very fun time making this, and I definitely do not regret spending so much time on this. Although part of the reason why I spent so much time on this is just because I couldn't record for too much at a time. Like I have been pretty busy with university lately. So yes, here I am working on more on the deck. Here I am like working on the walls for the captain's deck, or the captain's room, captain's cabin. I don't really know how to call it. I also allocated some spots for the sails on the deck, and I borrowed this fence design with like the slabs on top from, as you can see on the screen right now. Tell me where that's from. Also, I had plans this episode to also kind of expand the port a little bit because it feels a little too small. Maybe put in some more sandstone or whatnot, but I got too lazy, to be honest. Maybe I'll do that off camera, I don't really know. Yeah, this was just lots of wood, just lots of ladders, lots of planks, lots of logs, lots of fences, lots of like slabs, and later on it's gonna be lots of beds, as you're gonna see a little later on. Oh yeah, I finally added some ladders to the side of the ship so you could get on it for once. And as you'll see in just a second, right now I put on some torches. Yeah, they're a bit all over the place and a bit messy. Maybe I can put them in better locations. But I also don't want the ship to get blown up by creepers. At least not for now. And look at that, you're missing the jump. And back to the tree farm to get more wood, because this project requires a serious amount of wood. And back to the ship. Look at the hull. It looks so creepy in here, but I guess I had a bit of an idea for what I'm going to do here. So I just began working on it. Getting rid of the ladder and filling in all of the cobblestone. There's not much cobblestone left anymore, so I have to go mine for some more cobblestone, but at least there's enough to finish this project, I guess. Yeah, I guess there is. I spent a lot of wood just filling in all these little gaps, as well as just like making ladders, making torches, all of the random necessities, I guess. And I'm gonna make the sails a bit later on in the video, like very soon, I guess, because the video is not that long. I just want you to know that there's not going to be anything at the top of the sails, like the poles. There's just ladders going to absolutely nothing. It's just for decoration. Yeah, I could have made an outpost up there, but I just thought that there wasn't much room there anyways to do it. Anyways, back to the video. So that's the ship right there. Honestly, I had a rough sketch of this in my creative world, and I still ended up changing a few things in the actual world here, and I think it looks pretty good. Genuinely, I'm not good at building ships, but I think this is a good shape, you know. So yeah, it's getting along. I think right now I'm gonna do the sails. Gonna figure out how I'm gonna do that, and then afterwards I'm gonna fill in the captain's sort of room here, I guess, and do something about this area down here. For now, I'll just put my stuff in here. Should probably also get some wood right now to finish. Oh, it's getting dark. Oh, that's a lot of sheep. Look at those guys just falling like that. Hello, Muppets. I have no idea why I said that just now, but we're back to building now. Now it's time to make the captain's cabin. I brought a few new blocks of this, like the brown wool for the table, which I think is pretty creative. Crafting tables, furnaces. Later on, some bookshelves. Right now I'm just crafting the paper for it for all the books, because books used to only require 3 pages to craft and no leather. Yeah, anyways, getting more wood, and back to building here. Kind of playing around with different designs, different blocks everywhere, putting the ladder in different places. I think in the end I put it at the back behind the chair. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But I had to break some bookshelves, which is unfortunate, and put in some windows. You know, honestly, this captain's cabin, as simple as it is, I really like this. I really like the way it looks. It looks so right. It looks good to me. So hopefully it's gonna stay that way. Oh yeah, now I'm down here working on the first floor, I guess, like the bottom layer of the ship. Making some stairs, and now I'm doing the sails. I'm really just going all over the place with this build, honestly. I also decided to make the roof of the captain's cabin for some reason. Guess I forgot to do that, but I think I forgot to place torches on top of there, so we might get some creepers there, I don't know. Once again, getting more wood, but by now I think you know the drill. And guess what? The ship is starting to look more and more like a ship every time I come back, because now it has like a proper hull, then it has railings, now poles, and now soon it's going to have proper sails. And yeah, these poles are pretty tall, but I think they definitely make the ship look bigger than it actually is, because it's like, in reality this is a pretty small ship if I'm being honest, but I think it's a pretty nice ship. It is pretty big though. And finally I'm using the wool. I'm just using a very simple sail design that I saw online. It's no like what you're seeing on the screen right now. It's not that. I mean, maybe just because it's beta Minecraft, it's a lot more simple. But I do really enjoy making things like this. This was a very fun build, by the way. This was, like, sure, I spent 2 months on this project, on this video, or really on the video itself, not so much the project. This was still such a fun build. I don't really have too much to say about the wool other than it took some time, but it was quickly over, and I hugely overestimated how much wool I would need for this. So I continued making the second sail. I guess the sails are like about the same size, you'll notice. I had thoughts of doing like a smaller sail in the back, maybe a bigger one in the middle, then another one in the front. There's just no room for that. And also I was thinking of doing like a crazy sail design, but that just did not happen. Instead, I did just settle on 2 basic sails, which I think work, and honestly they look pretty good on the ship, I think. Look at it from the front, from the side. I think it looks pretty good. I had to clear out all this dirt here, which I left because I kept falling in the water and I had to get out of the water. There's like a 1.5 block gap between the water, you know what I mean. And also I made a bit of a dock here to get onto the ship itself. It's like a plank thingy. I don't know what to call it. It's just like a small docking area. Oh yeah, of course, I need more doors, don't I? And back to the tree farm. You absolutely love to see it, don't you? Just me chopping down more trees and getting more wood. and making way too many beds and wasting way too much wool in these beds. Look at that. So this is the final product right here. In the basement there's like a first, what is it called, the first layer of the bottom layer of the ship. A couple beds in there for the crew, some chests and crafting tables and stuff. I guess some like basic Minecraft necessities in beta Minecraft. Well, I think that's the ship pretty much done. I added a few more torches around and stuff like that, but other than that, I don't really see what else I can do with the ship. I think it looks quite good, actually. It's not functionable, of course, whatever. Not functionable, but I think it's a nice addition to the world. Oh, man, I have to get rid of that piper there. I just have to get rid of it. It's literally touching the ship by now. But whatever. I think it looks pretty good, like I said. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna even make a thumbnail out of this. Have it in the thumbnail somehow looking good. But yeah, with all that being said, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry this video took like 3 months to make. I promise the next one's gonna be shorter than this, I hope. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you all later. Goodbye.